Of course, we know sell-offs don't last more than 24 hours these days. As once again, the markets came charging back after this beatdown on Tuesday, especially the NASDAQ. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard. This is, I guess we call this BUBBA'S closing update with a pre-look at the opening tomorrow because, of course, it's much harder to do when I'm on the road and when I'm right here. But anyways, so once again, the markets went charging higher and the NASDAQ was about some ungodly number. Of course, the rest of the indices followed suit. And, of course, you can see the funny thing is the fact of the matter is that on Tuesday, the S&P just came right down to support and then just popped up once again. Again, we know at some point that will stop, but for now, why would you think you can outsmart the market? That's why we remain long the Dow, long the S&P, long the NASDAQ, and long the Russell. I mean, just a quick look at the NASDAQ. I mean, once again, look, it came right down to support, pop, and let's say it's getting ready to take out just yet another new high. Again, there's no sense in thinking that you can outsmart these markets because at the end of the day, it can't be. Okay? So again, the sooner you decide that trading like a machine and not letting your emotions involve you, because again, if you do, you'll be always wondering what happened to your cash. Okay? In the meantime, the dollar, again, as we thought, reached resistance and now 92.50, 93, that will be an area that they could test. And again, we're not saying it's going down there. Really, it looks like it's probably consolidating. We are still short the dollar, but we'll see what really happens. But again, you've got all of this manipulation by central banks just trying to reduce currency anyway, so that is part of the story here. The crude market, again, it looks like it's trying to break out as we switch to October crude, because of course, they have monthly expirations there, and it hasn't kind of broken out. And I hate being lying, but I am. And now it looks like there's probably a shot that it'll go to 45. Again, whatever I think, it doesn't matter. It continues to go higher. Okay. The gold markets, well, after the big smash and the biggest sell-off in about 8 or 9 months yesterday, we get a little bit of a kickback there, but not much. I mean, actually, if you look at it, it was a pretty big rally. If you look at the overnight action, it was down over 50, okay, and then came back. Now, again, we are now reversed here. We obviously made a ton of money in gold on the first one. We're able to sell into somewhat of a rally this morning. But again, at the end of the day, to me, it looks headed south, and certainly you're going to get bounces. But this is just resolving off the overall sell-off. I think it's going to start to hit lower. Silver, we should always check. But again, silver very similar, but silver looks pretty ugly too. So the metals have changed from looking good to looking ugly. Now again, it doesn't mean that I'm bearish forever. Again, remember, if you're investing, it's one thing. We're trading, and we trade for days, weeks, and months. And right now, we are short gold, and we are short silver, still long platinum. The feeders, feeders, look at that. Oh, my goodness gracious. And of course, this will probably lead to a little pullback. But look, the overall pattern continues higher. We've been long for quite a while, and we will stay long. There's no reason to think that that's different. And of course, live cattle, the same thing. You can make a reason, and this would certainly be a pullback somewhere to here, would certainly be reasonable. But again, we're long, and we're not getting out tomorrow. The way our algorithm works is very, very certain, and it assumes certain things, and then it puts them together, and it brings in a 60, 70% advantage. Hog markets, we've been short hogs for a long time, and finally reversed them to be long. Okay. Now again, they don't look phenomenal. They're very choppy, but they have at least gotten off the decks and start to look a little bit better versus when they were just overly pathetic. So we're starting to see a reason to believe. And of course, if you look at the October themselves, they broke out and then natural places to sell after that big rally. So now this 51-ish is going to be key. We are now long, so we're long all the meats. We are so short all the grains. And of course, corn, we'll look at December, is trying to run up, and it's higher again tonight. Now, whether or not can continue, certainly I think it can. I mean, we're so short, but I do think, and as you know, I hate being short the grains at these low levels. But corn looked pretty good. Soybeans had a nice day, but again, they're breaking out, but still they need to go higher to get out of this overall downtrending here. And wheat was, is hovering, very similar to what corn was doing before it started to move higher here. The bond markets, they go down, they go up. In the meantime, we reverse for short bonds. And again, the rally from the devastation is natural. You expect that. Again, learn to expect certain reactions but then look for the real action. Natural gas, again, it's working its way higher. I mean, again, we're long it. It's all good. Copper, we were reversed. And of course, copper, as we mentioned, when we were doing the videos, is that it was somewhat active, and it looked like it was indicating a potential trend change or potential big move. We didn't know which way, but we felt that there was a move coming, and it looks like that move's going to be done. So when it's all said and done, again, stay with the easiest path of least resistance in the market. Follow the trends. Of course, our algorithms are absolutely second to none. They continue to perform under all circumstances. We had a big drawdown yesterday. We're right back in the game and making new highs in our portfolios. So again, the bottom line is you need to take your emotions out of trading. Otherwise, you're going to always be chasing your tail. So in the meantime, this is Bubba's market close and preview for the next day tomorrow. Look, I would expect to see probably, more of the same. I mean, it looks like, again, the markets appear to just want to go higher. So there's absolutely no reason to get in front of them unless you have you can find something. But right now, why would you want to short a market that goes up every day? So we'll see what it looks like. There's certainly some indications of some other things, but gold looks weak now. The metals look like to be breaking down a little bit. The bonds look to be breaking down a little bit. But the rest, the equities, everything looks like it's going higher, along with now possibly the grains. We know catalysts, and we'll see. In the meantime, don't forget about our partners at Family Farms. A great new partnership, and of course, we just came back from Nebraska. Our brokerage partners, in my opinion, the best in business. I have other brokerage accounts, but the ones I prefer and the ones I use and the ones I recommend, CTG Group for futures and commodities. They do all of our letter direction trading. Their customer service is second to none. They take care of you. They answer the phone. There's no voicemail crap. So again, for me, for futures, and how we use it, futures and commodities, CTG Group. And they've also got some great new products themselves. Plus, we have for equities and options. There's Tradier. Again, the simplest question I could ever ask anybody is $10 a month versus whatever you're paying. I never paying 65 or 35 cents a contract, whatever it is. In the meantime, you're paying more over time. So you want a great partner and save the money, put the money in your pocket, or would you like to put it continue to put it wherever you're putting it? And our commodity report, got the weeklies today. Unbelievable. Again, Andy Eck, first of all, he's a great writer. Number one, he's the number one author for Seeking Alpha. Traded commodities all over the world. And actually lived in London for a while and traveled, out Europe, trading physical commodities as well. Certainly, if you want to check out Technimental, go to BUBBATrading.com and check it out. Any other questions, you can always email me at BUBBA@BUBBATrading.com. And anytime, have a great day. Let's see what happens tomorrow. But it does look like buying is starting to pick up. It looks like something's starting to happen. And whatever it's going to be, it's either going to be an extension and a much bigger move higher, or the tops are in and they're going to reverse trend. But for now, we're long, as you know. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow with the week review and preview, and then we'll be back next week, and we'll be back Sunday with Bubba's Online, and of course Monday back with the normal Bubba's of the update. Anytime. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you on tomorrow after the close, and of course on Bubba's Online. We'll see you all later. Take care.